Hello everybody, it's Jill here from Fig Jam. Today I'm actually going to cut the loaves I made yesterday. This is the baby soap, looks really nice, happy with that. And the piped one, very happy with that because I've been practicing piping and that looks okay. So we're going to cut them and see what they look like. So always a challenge. Oh, this is coming out nice and easy. Woohoo. So there we go. Be interesting to see how this looks good. Okay, so that's come out reasonably easy. Happy about that. Back in there. Okay, so I have the very basic of soap cutters, but it's been a huge improvement using a soap cutter because it means that I can cut the soaps so much easier with the soap cutter, but the measurements, you get them, they're consistent. So, and I was always concerned about that when you're using a knife, which, you know, sometimes you've got to do at the start. Oh, that looks really nice. You can see the little bit of colloidal oats in there. So let me smell. Tiny hint of a fragrance. It's almost fragrance free, but just a tiny bit there to add an element of freshness to the soap. So there you go, they're nice. It's come out much nicer than I thought, so I'm very happy with that. Once I tested, like I said, I was given a really nice recipe for a baby soap, and then of course the idea is to either just use somebody else's recipe or have a look and see what other elements you might want to add. I changed some of the oils that were in the original recipe. I put a sweet almond oil in. I used an olive oil, yeah, you can tweak recipes to make them just how you want them to be, but of course then this needs to sit for a few days. It's very soft and get tested as for lather and also for, you know, gentleness, because if I feel when I use it, I can't imagine it would be drying in any way, shape or form given what's in it. Shea butter and castor oil and sweet almond oil, palm oil, canola. It's got a little bit of coconut, not a lot. Coconut can be right, so there's a bar, and then there's a little piece at the end, which is great because that will be the piece I test for lather and to make sure it's as gentle as it needs to be for a baby's skin. If I think it's not gentle enough for a baby's skin, but still, you know, adult skin is much, I suppose, tough is the word to use, but even for sensitive skins, that one would still be really nice for a sensitive skin, given what's in it. But I think it'll be fine for a baby. And I have a friend who has a baby who would be more than willing, I think, to test it, given I can reassure them of what's in that particular bar soap. So now here we are. This is the, I can't wait to do this one. This is the Chocolate Raspberry Swirl. And this is, I used real cocoa in this, so it's looking good already. So it's got the lovely raspberry fragrance in the pink, and the cocoa actually doesn't survive, the smell of the cocoa doesn't survive saponification because it's quite brutal, gets very, very hot. So what I used there was a coffee and coconut, and I have to tell you, the coffee and the coconut together actually smell more like chocolate than coffee and coconut. So let's cut one of these. Oh, it's nice and firm too. Oh, I'm liking that. That's really nice. Oh my, oh that smells good enough to eat. That really does. I'm so pleased with how that's turned out. And this has got shea butter in it. I'm loving those swirls. And the smell of the two different fragrances together is just sensational. So they will be beautiful to use, and they're nice. Yeah, really good. I'm liking the piping's turned out so good on the top. It looks like a hot chocolate, hot raspberry chocolate. So yes, I'm very happy with how that's turned out. So that one's a bit different on that side. The good thing about these lovely soaps we make, they are all different. No two bars look the same, and they would make your bathroom smell divine if you had them just sitting in a basket until you were ready to use them. But use them, they should be used because they're beautiful, and we hold on to them for 3 weeks after we make them, and then that should make them nice and firm so that you'll get the longest lasting use out of them. And I use a water discount on this one, which means less water gets pumped in the start. So you've got, it's a much firmer soap to start off with. Let's just see what that one measures. Not quite. So we'll cut that one this way, and there'll be some sample bars I can send out for people to have a try. Gosh, the smell of this is just, I couldn't be happier. It's so good. I wish you could have smell-o-vision, because that one smells like something you'd like to eat or drink on a cool night, a nice warm hot chocolate with a bit of a raspberry through it. But yeah, and vanilla, so it's got raspberry vanilla in it. Cocoa to make the brown, which is great. I used a pink mica here. So yeah, beautiful. Very happy, and a little bit of sparkle on the top, which is all biodegradable and won't clog your drains or cause you any problems, won't irritate your skin. So yeah, so there's my soaps, and hope you've enjoyed watching me cut them. They have turned out so good. I'm just really, really pleased with how they've turned out. So, and if anybody wants to know where I did my training in Victoria. I did it in Ravenhall with a lovely lady named Catherine from Coconut Luxe Naturals. She's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, and she runs courses and teaches people how to make soap. And then she runs a mentor program as well, which means I'm part of that mentor program. So whenever I have a question, anything I'm not sure of, anything I want clarification on, or some ideas, Catherine answers all of those things for us as part of her mentor program. So yeah, if you want some information about Catherine and her training, just put it in the comments box. Ask me, happy to give you that information. And if anybody wants the recipes for these soaps, the baby soap, I'm happy to share the recipe, but I'll test it out to make sure whether or not I will continue to call it a baby soap once I've tested it. But definitely happy to share the recipes. But you must always do your own research and have a look for your own research. It makes life a lot easier for you if you do your own research. Okay? Anyway, thank you, and see you soon.